Hey, what's good, BT Gang? And we back with another banger, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. I'm BT, and welcome to BT Sense today. Today. Listen, fellas, listen. We got to move up out the way, man. Listen, we got a lot more female subscribers than we realize. We got a lot more females in our community than we realize. I realized that I'm starting to make a lot of male content. We got to broaden this up, man. We got to do something for the ladies. So, fellas, hey, maybe if you got a lady, maybe you can get her one of these fragrances. But today we're talking about fragrances that I personally like to smell and kind of brought up conversations when I smelled them in my everyday life. So we got four fragrances here. These are like I've been thinking about this list for a long time. I just didn't know how to bring it on the channel. So yeah, if you're a lady and you're looking for some conversation starting fragrances, or if you're a man and you looking for some fragrances for your lady, or if you anybody and you're looking for a fragrance for anybody in your life, stay tuned, man. So starting number one, we're gonna go ahead and get the heavy hitter out the way. We got Baccarat Rouge 540, baby. My man Goldie smell good. You know how he do it, his BR 540. But BR 540, man, what can I say about this DNA? This thing is so captivating. It's almost, I want to say, luxurious in a way. Like when I smell it, I get a luxurious picture in my eye. Even though there's so many dupes out there, it still just has this like standard of high class where it's like when you smell this, you know it's somebody important. But I smelled this at work for like so long, like before I got into fragrances, and I'm like, what is that smell? And I never knew that it was BR 540, but I would smell it so often. I would just always wonder. So one day I was at work and I finally got the courage to ask somebody, and they were like, yeah, it's a BR 540, but it's actually a dupe. It's actually a dupe. And they told me a dupe is from, what is it from? What's the name of it? Dossier? Dossier makes a lot of dupes. It was a dupe from Dossier. It was like their sandalwood something. But it smells so good. And I almost bought me a bottle. But I went ahead. If you're looking for a good alternative for that BR 540, then they go ahead and copy Club de Nuit Untold. This is, pretty much the same thing. This is the EDP as well. I'm not talking about the extrait. I'm talking about the EDP specifically. It's a cotton candy, burnt sugar type of smell. Some people say it smells like rubber latex gloves. I personally don't get that, but it's just a powerful. It's a cotton candy type smell. It's also Ariana Grande Clouds out there. Burberry her is similar to it. So it's so many iterations of BR 540 out here. You smelling them all the time. I feel like especially in like the Northeast, man, like these colder cities like New York, Philly, Jersey probably is a decent sized city. Even like Pittsburgh, anywhere cold, I feel like BR 540 can excel in, even in the springtime. So like I said, this sparked up a conversation. I'm like, hey man, I gotta know, what is that? Like, what is that smell? And it was a BR 540. So if you're looking for something that I wouldn't say would make you stand out anymore, because like I said, a lot of people wear it, but still, like, you never know. Some people in your area may not wear it. And even if some people wear it, it probably will smell different on you as well. And also, rock what you like. Who cares at the end of the day? We all wearing this for fun. This is how we express ourselves. And yeah, so at number two, that's number one, BR 540. And number two, we got another 13 from Le Labo. Another 13 from Le Labo. Now, I gave away my decant of another 13 to my coworker. He seemed to be enjoying it. He's been talking about a lot of Le Labo fragrances and stuff like that, so I went ahead and gifted that to him. But that smell is unisex. Also, BR 540 is unisex as well. But it's like musky. It's clean. It's like a ISO. I say this every time. I need to get it right. ISO Super E or it's ISO E Super. It's one of those. All right. Don't kill me in the comments. But it's just like it's a clean, musky scent, man. It's not much to it because it's so simple. It's so straightforward. But it's just clean. It's elegant. Not elegant, but it's just so well rounded and versatile to the point where you can wear it anytime, any season. It has a high class type of smell. You get what I'm saying? But I have this right here. This is another 14, which smells exactly like another 13 in my opinion. I wear this a lot. Look at that dent. I wear this all the time. People always think it's another 13. But it's just like, it's just clean and airy, a unisex type of fragrance. And the way I found out about this fragrance was another coworker who I actually just moved on. Shout out to her. I'm not going to say her name on video. And also her partner too is a subscriber. That's my guy. Speaking of that, man, if y'all want me to rate y'all fragrance collections, man, go ahead and drop that down below as well. I'm gonna start doing that for y'all too. I'm gonna start rating collections and stuff like that. I gotta do that for my man. But yeah, she had this on one day, and she also wore Juliet Has a Gun out of her perfume, and they're pretty much very, very similar fragrances. So I had a feeling that I would like something in this caliber. But it's just like every time I get a whiff of this smell, it's just like what the heck? Because it's like, it's sneaky. It's not like all up in your face and abrasive. It's like a sneaky, musky, airy scent that just kind of like dances around your head and finds its way up your nostrils, like kind of like the cartoon when somebody would just bake a pie or have some good smelling food in a cartoon scene and the cartoon characters would just had a smoke. It's just like that. It's like, and I kind of like turned into a bloodhound. I'm like, what is that? And so, I mean, I didn't even have to ask my coworker what it was. They told me because they know I'm into fragrances. They know I'm trying to find the next big thing out here. But that definitely like sparked something in my mind. It was like, okay, what's that? It wasn't like no Glossy or You. Shout out to them. But it wasn't like something simple like that. It was like, okay, that's different. And it's also unisex as well. Price tag is kind of crazy on that. But like I said, I got this from Montaigne Parfums, another 14 for like $50 for 50 mil. I think they're coming out with 100 mils very, very soon. But another 13, man, that DNA, it's, even when I wear it, I gotten people that just like, listen, man, I'm not trying to be rude or weird, but what is that fragrance? You feel me? Like, so it's not just a me thing. Maybe it is, but people have come up to me numerous times out of the blue and just been asking me, what is this? What is that? What is that? And another 13 just seems to do that, man. So ladies, if you're looking for something like that to start a conversation and spark something up, that's another one for you. So number 3, man, this might be my favorite one on the list personally, because I was surprised when they told me what it was, but I was like flabbergasted. I didn't know what to say. I was at work and I'm like, I got a whiff of it early in the morning. And then it came back like a couple hours later. I'm like, all right, man, enough is enough. Like I got to sit up in my chair. Enough is enough. I'm like, yo, what is that smell? And she said YSL Libre. And I'm like, YSL Libre smells like that? YSL Libre? Like, I was like, YSL, bro. If you talking to Fragcom, any like fragrance people or the like feminine scents, if you say anything about Libre, Black Opium, Flower Bomb, and any of those like designers that's really, really popular, they literally poop on you, bro. Like Libre is like one of the most common. I feel like you would get pooped on if you say anything about Libre and Fragcom. But I personally, I never smelled it in the store or anything, so maybe that's really what it was. But I smelled it and I was like taken back. I'm like, what in the heck is that? It was like almost a clean laundry scent, but it still had like some sweetness to it. I want to say like an ambery feel too. Like it was just like I was just my breath was just gone. I'm like, that's insane. Like I don't know if it was the EDT or the EDP or the Parfum or they got so many flankers for it. I didn't even ask. I was so like shocked by it being YSL Libre, but I'm telling you, man, that YSL Libre, it just works. It's one of those that people kind of like look past because they think everybody's wearing it, like Black Opium, like I said before, and all the other ones. But it's different. YSL Libre, I'm telling y'all, believe in the hype for that one, ladies. That one, I can't lie to y'all. That's actually some really, really good stuff. So yeah, like I said, YSL Libre, I can't tell y'all the concentration. I can't tell y'all, which flanker it was, but hey man, they all pretty much work. I would say the EDT and the EDP are pretty good buys in my book. I smelled them in the store as soon as I had that encounter. I'm like, let me make sure she ain't lying to me, trying to gatekeep. Some people be lying. I be wearing something, I tell them it's Dior Sauvage. If I really want to gatekeep, I'm really getting to that point because I ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole nother video. But yeah, YSL Libre, man, this stuff is, I'm telling you, bro, it works, bro. It works. I'm telling you from my experience, a male nose, a fragrance person I claim to be, a YouTuber, it works. It works, bro. So, ladies, take that for what you will. The last scent is kind of like a personal pick. I haven't smelled this on anybody, but I went to Saks on 5th, smelled it in the store. I'm like, all right, if you got this on, it's wraps. I'm talking about Parfums de Marly Delina. Parfums de Marly Delina. Even the flankers, man, Exclusive, the Rosa, like I can't even describe. It's like a rose. The rose in that is just so nice. It's sweet. Has some body to it. It seems like it's beast mode to it. So ladies, I know how y'all like to go heavy with the trigger, but that one, that's a little some strong stuff there. But I smelled it in the store and I was like, this is like an elegant. Like it smells mature in a way, but at the same time, if a younger woman would wear it, it would still be like it'll still be cool, kind of like black opium. Like I picture it being an older scent, but man, if you wear that and do your thing and got the fit on too, it's like okay, you low key unstoppable. So that's one I would low key say is Delina. I haven't smelled it on somebody in public, but like I said, I've been in Saks and I've been looking around, smelling different things, trying to get my nose up to par, with me, my mind. And that one kind of stuck with me as I left Saks. It was just like the florals in that was so well done. The sweetness was perfect. I don't know if as far as it being a signature scent because it is kind of heavier than I would say a lot of these other ones. But yeah, those are those are the four I would really suggest if you're looking for something to start your collection, like something to be your like shut it down fragrance. Maybe I need to like get more in depth with feminine fragrances. Cause I know y'all want a lot more than just like those four. Cause I feel like those are the common ones. Those are the ones that everybody is wearing. But from my experience in smelling stuff every day, I think, living in a city, bigger city, Philadelphia, I feel like cities have a wide range of people from a lot of different places. And I feel like one way people try to stand out in cities is by wearing fragrances. So I feel like cities are kind of the best places to, judge fragrances and, see what's what and what rocks with what and what goes with what. You feel me? So that's my point of view from this topic. I think those four should be great starters, and they're not risky. They're not like offensive in any way. I think for the most part, they're very mass appealing, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. It's just finding a good price and finding somewhere in your collection for them to fit in, man, without any outside occurrence or any outside distraction noise from Fragcom. Just wear your fragrances, enjoy them. People in real life will like them as well. So yeah, y'all thank me later, ladies. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button as well. Welcome to the BT gang. We love y'all. Y'all are welcome just as much as the men are. And yeah, y'all stay blessed. Peace.